Hey guys, it's Angela, and for today's video I wanted to do a tag that I saw on the channel called The Hills. It is Brian and Priscilla, a couple that is very lovely from Brazil that is was going through 4 years of infertility and is now pregnant with their first child. Congratulations to Brian and Priscilla. But they did this tag and I thought it was such a really cool tag that I decided to go ahead and do the tag as well. It is called the Christmas tag. So if you want to see what the Christmas tag is, then keep on watching. Okay, so the Christmas tag is a bunch of questions that I need to give as honest of an answer to as I can. So let's just get right into it. The first question is, what is your favorite Christmas film? Well, for me, for the longest time, my favorite Christmas film was Miracle on 34th Street, the one with Natalie Wood, the original. And to this day, that is still my absolute favorite Christmas movie. I did like the remake, but there's nothing like the original thing. Alright, so the second question is, have you ever had a white Christmas? Yes. I grew up, up until I was 8, I was in Puerto Rico, so there was never a white Christmas there. But from the time I was 9 through 27, 26, maybe 26, I want to say 26, I lived in New York, and we had white Christmases there almost all the time. So I now live in Florida and I'm back to no white Christmases, and honestly I don't miss them. There is something beautiful about it, but it's just not worth the hassle for me. Okay, question number 3. Where do you spend your holiday? I usually spend my holiday at home with my kids, with my parents. I don't go anywhere. I don't have family come visit. I just like to keep it simple and intimate, and it's a lot of fun. Alright, question number 4. What is your favorite Christmas song? Whew. I would have to say my all-time favorite Christmas song is Oh Holy Night, and that is just a really beautiful song. And Joy to the World is really close second. Okay, question number 5. What do you open Christmas presents on Christmas Eve? Yes and no. Growing up, I never opened Christmas presents on Christmas Eve, but ever since I had children, we always allow them to open one gift on Christmas Eve and then the rest on Christmas morning. And the reason for that is because the present that they open on Christmas Eve is always pajamas. That way they're all dressed in really cute pajamas for Christmas morning pictures. So yeah. Okay, question number 6. Can you name all of Santa's reindeer? Yes, I can. It's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen, and Rudolph. So, alright. And what holiday, this is question number 7. What holiday traditions are you looking forward to the most? Don't really have many Christmas traditions, but I'm just looking forward to the kids opening up their presents on Christmas morning. That's probably like my favorite moment, is just to see their faces when they're opening up their gifts. Question number 8. Is your Christmas tree real or fake? My Christmas tree is fake. And the reason for that is I don't like real Christmas trees. I'm not a tree hugger or anything like that, but I just don't think like it's necessary to cut down a beautiful tree and, you know, bring it into your house and have pine needles and sap everywhere. They're just messy and they're expensive, and to have to get one year after year, not to mention that they run a much higher risk of catching on fire if they're not well maintained. So yeah, I prefer fake Christmas trees. And that's what I have. All right. Question number 9. What is your all-time favorite food or treat? Christmas food or treat. My favorite, whoops, sorry guys. My favorite Christmas food would have to be pasteles, which are a traditional Puerto Rican Christmas dish. It is like a tamale, but instead of a corn mass, it is a green plantain mass, or no, green banana mass. And it's filled with either chicken or pork, and it's actually quite delicious. Question number 10. Do you like giving or receiving gifts? I have to say that I am absolutely a person that loves to give gifts. I love shopping for everybody else. I love to see their faces when they open their gifts. I am totally a giver. Don't really care about receiving as much. It does, to a certain extent, matter. Like, how do I explain this? If somebody gives me a gift, then I want it to be something that they put thought into, something that has meaning. Because if not, then it's just another thing, you know? Like, don't get me a candle and say Merry Christmas. You know, like, if it's from somebody who's an acquaintance, that's fine. But if it's somebody that knows me, and who is supposed to be close to me, then I want a little bit more thought put into the gift. I'd rather just give, honestly. Okay, question number 11. What is the best gift ever received? The best gift I've ever received. I would have to say when I was about 7 years old, I got a doll from my parents that was a very, very special edition, very special, unique doll. Her name was Baby Heather, and she was produced by Mattel. And this was back in 1987. Yeah, 1987. And she was definitely a very unique doll. She was only in production for a short amount of time. She was completely computerized. She could mentally grow from 2 years old to, from 2 months old to 2 years old. She had a vocabulary of over 250 words. Her eyes moved, her mouth moved. She had a tickle button under her arm. She had a pad on her belly that when you rubbed it, she fell asleep. She was able to keep time. She would tell you when she wanted to eat. And she was basically the original doll that the movie Chucky was based on, which is why they stopped production on that doll, I believe, because the design was sold to the movie producers so that they could make the movie Chucky. I believe that's why the doll was not produced anymore. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. But the doll was only in production for a short amount of time. They were $100 a piece at the time, and that was in 1987. So it was definitely a very extravagant priced doll. Extravagantly priced doll. But yeah, I wish I still had her. She was damaged in shipping when she was sent to me to New York from Puerto Rico. We meant to carry them in the airplane and we forgot. And then when my family sent them over, they were damaged. So my sister had one too. That's why I keep saying they. We both had one. So, okay. Question number 12. What is a dream place that you would love to spend Christmas? Whew. I would probably have to say if I could go anywhere for Christmas, I would probably like to spend it in Disney World. I know I am like a hop, skip, and a jump away from Disney World, but I really can't afford to go to Disney World. So I would love to spend Christmas at Disney World and just see like all the magic, all the lights, everything, all the celebration. It would just make the magical feel of Christmas even more real. Okay, number 13. Are you a pro-present wrapper or a fail? when I set my mind to it, I can wrap a present beautifully, but 90% of the time I don't put that much effort into it. But even on my bad days, it's still better wrapped than a lot of other presents I've seen. So I would say I'm a pro present wrapper. I'm just kind of lazy about it. Number 14, most memorable holiday moment. My most memorable holiday moment was when I was a little girl, and in Puerto Rico, they have this tradition called a parranda, which is basically all the neighbors get together and they go house to house. It's kind of like caroling, but with musical instruments, and they play upbeat music, and it's all like really fun, crazy Christmas music. And basically they sing in front of your house, and they won't leave until you grab an instrument and join them to go to the neighbor's house. So I remember one year a parranda came to our house, and my dad grabbed his guido, which is I don't know what they're called in English, but it's like you scrape it to make a sound. Anyway, and we went with him. My sister and I went with him, or was it just me? I can't remember. It may have just been me. I wanted to go, so he took me with him, and we started going house to house, singing in the parranda, and I got to sing a little solo, which was really, really funny. It's kind of like a parody of the original song. It had funny words to it. It's kind of hard to describe, but anyway, it was really hilarious, and I had a great time. I never forgot it, because nobody was expecting me to sing the parody version of that song, so it was really cool. All right, question number 15. We're almost to the end, guys. So it says, what made you really realize the truth about Santa? Whew. Okay, when I was 8 years old, I remember I used to always sneak around in my mom's room and look in the closets trying to find Christmas presents. And one year I did sneak into my mom's closet, and I saw a box for a bike. I saw 2 boxes for 2 bikes. Me and my sister always got the same thing. So I knew I was going to get a bike that night. And then later on, like Christmas Eve, we never slept. We always stayed awake, and we were always like anxious and excited, and we couldn't sleep. So my parents usually always let us get up after midnight to open presents, just so that they would know that we would get some sleep at some point, because we would just not sleep until after we opened our presents. So that night, I remember laying in bed pretending to be asleep because they kept checking on us. And then I heard my dad drop a wrench, and it clanked against the side of the bike frame. So as I'm coming down the stairs, I looked at my mom and I said, I heard Daddy building the bikes. And she was like, no, don't say that. Like she didn't want me to let go of the belief in Santa. So, I mean, I was okay with it. It was fine. I kind of just found out by accident, but you know, what are you going to do? It's how I found out. So, let's see. But I think 8's pretty good to still be believing in Santa. What do you think? So, let's see. Next question. What makes holidays special for you? Holidays are very special for me because of my family. I mean, my kids are the world to me. They are the reason for my existence, and nothing makes a holiday more special than seeing their faces on Christmas morning and just having them be so good all year round for everything they put up with and everything they have to go through with their medical issues and with the divorce this past year. I'm very, very blessed. I have amazing kids, and being with them and being with my family is the most precious gift that I could ever ask for this Christmas. So that is what makes my holiday special. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you would like to do this tag, I will leave all 16 questions in the description box down below. Don't forget to click that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And yes, make sure you click that little bell next to the subscribe button, because YouTube makes you subscribe twice. Otherwise, you won't know when my videos are coming up. Well, that's it for this video. I love you guys, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.